Greetings YouTube, and welcome back. My name is Obsidianlining, and this is my first video I've uploaded in about a week here. I'm sorry guys, had some stuff going on with Sony Vegas. My computer was crashing. It was a mess. It was like the Holocaust on my computer. But yeah, as you can see, this is Overflow. This is actually my first Call of Duty game in about a month. I haven't played because I've been playing The Last of Us every single day, but I've kind of tired of The Last of Us for a little bit, so I want to switch back, and there's a reason why I switched back, and the reason is the actual topic of this video, ironically enough, and it is MLG Anaheim. Now, MLG Anaheim, it inspired me to start playing Call of Duty again, and I stopped playing pubs almost completely, and I'm sticking to league play, whether it's the Mosh Pit series or Champion series. I'm sticking to league play. I'm tired of getting in these pub matches, and it just frustrates me, because I know I'm better than almost everyone I play against in pubs. But you know, you get to play against some of those people that just trolls, or get on a really bad team. League play is a little bit better. But anyways, enough talking about me. I want to talk about MLG Anaheim. Now I know this is about a week late, but I don't care, because I want to talk about it. I want to give you guys my review, my opinion on how the event went down. Now, I'm going to be going over the winner's bracket. I'm not going to go over the loser's bracket because it would take way too long, and I don't really want to spend, a whole 20 minutes on this. Even though this video is going to be a little long, but I don't want to take up that much of your time. I'll just take up a little bit of your time. That's okay. So we're going to go through the winner's bracket here. Really good 14 teams. It's one of the best 14 team lineups you'll probably ever see in the pro circuit. You had a lot of talent here this year. You had, and I'm not gonna name off the positions, but you had Impact, Epsilon, Unite, Prime Example, Optic, Evil, Twisted Method, Envious, Complexity, Conqueror, Termination, Phase, Curse, Dare, Prophecy, and VVV. Now I'm just gonna skip right to where the whole weekend was very good. I watched almost every single game. I've actually watched every single game now, because there's a few games I missed. Like a few of the round 1 games I did miss, but I went back on YouTube and watched them. So thank you, MLG, for uploading those videos. But round 2 is where I think it started really getting heated up. You had round 2, you had Impact taking on Unite, and Impact was a lot of people's favorite coming in to win. They're kind of like, I have to say, they're kind of like the Miami Heat. I say that is because, a lot of people don't like them, but they respect their game. They don't like him because, the way that they carry themselves, or the way that they act towards their opponents. But that's just who they are. They get really hyped up. They start screaming. They get into their enemy's mental, and it disrupts their play, and that's why they won Dallas. You can't hate on them too much. But Impact took on Unite, and they 3-0'd them. Boom. Done. A little surprising, because Unite is a very good team, but without Clayster, they couldn't do it. And Clayster actually, he moved on to Complexity, but we'll get that into a little bit. The second match in round 2 was Optic and Envious, two of the biggest fan bases in Call of Duty. Probably the two biggest ones. I'm a very big Envious fan. love Rambo, and I'm a huge, as most people are, I'm a huge Optic fan. I watch Scump, I watch Nade Shot, two of the funniest Call of Duty players, and just two of the, the most enjoyable to watch. And that was an exciting series. Optic 1 and 4, 1-3-1. You had round 3, which was Complexity and FaZe, and this Complexity team was ridiculous. I don't even know how to describe it. They're beasts, flat out beasts. They 3-0'd FaZe, quick and easy. And then you had the 4th round, which was Curse and VVV. Everyone expected Curse to win. I thought Curse was going to win in 4. It turns out Curse won in 3. Curse 3-0'd him. I don't think anyone saw that coming. I thought VVV was going to take at least 1, but Curse was just playing on a mission. So now, we enter round 3. And round 3 puts us Icons Impact versus Optic Gaming, and it was a little depressing because I was tweeting, I was rooting for Optic. I wanted Optic to win, and Optic gets 3-0'd. And even I think afterwards, Scump and Nade Shot both agreed that for some reason when they play Impact, their whole gameplay switches. Like I don't know if they don't feel comfortable playing Impact, or they just can't handle the I don't know. But they choked it, got 3-0'd. Oh, I wouldn't say choked, because Impact is the best team in the world. Optic, top 4, top 3 in some people's opinions, depending on who you talk to. So it wasn't much of a choke. They just got outplayed, technically. And then you had Complexity and Curse, and yet again, Complexity 3-0'd him. Second 3-0 they've had. So now you have Impact and Complexity, both the exact same route getting to the championship finals here. Both went to 5 in the first round, and then the next 2 rounds they swept their opponents. So then the winners final, you had Impact and Complexity. Complexity took it in 4, and it was awesome. Now, I'd have to say, out of all the pro teams, between Complexity and Envious. No, Complexity and Optic as my 2 favorite. Envious is my 3rd. But I really like the way they play. Clayster, I'm a huge fan of that dude. Big props out to Clayster. And the way he plays, not even in the game, but like the way he's playing. When you see, he gets like a 2-piece and he just starts screaming. That's kind of how I play. When people are talking shit, and the game gets intense, you throw the hammer down, really, like literally, like you really get into it. So big props to him. Aches, TP, they're all great. Crim6, great clan, but Clayster and Scumpy are probably my 2 favorite pro players yet to say. But okay, anyways, enough rambling about me being a fanboy. So Complexity took it 3-1, so they move on to the finals. Now you have the losers bracket. I'm not gonna go through the whole losers bracket because it'll take forever. But I'm just gonna go right to Optic. And Optic, they came in round 5. They 3-1 FaZe. They 3-0'd Curse. And then they went right to Impact, and they took the first game from Impact, and then they lost the next 3. I said, I don't know. They just when they lose Impact, it seems they're a team that once they get momentum, they can continue getting momentum. It's like a train. It's just impossible to stop. But if you can stop that momentum before it really gets going, it seems like that's how you beat Optic, I guess. But you have to get into their mental state, which isn't easy to do. You actually have to be skillful enough to make them think that they could lose. Most people can't beat Optic, and Impact's probably one of the only teams who can. So congrats to them for being able to do that. So Optic takes 3rd place, and then you have the grand finale. Complexity and Impact again for this. This is like a second chance for Impact to come back and win, and they took 1 from them, but Complexity, there was no coming back. I forgot what game it was. Drawing a blank. I think it was the first Search and Destroy that they played in the grand finale. It was either I think it was Crim 6 who went off, and it seemed like that just, Impact was so hyped to play him, but then it was like when I'm pretty sure it was Crim 6. It was either Crim 6 or Aches in that Search and Destroy. It just went off, and it pumped up Complexity, and it got them over the hump. Like they got just extremely pumped, and they just went off every round, and it was a sight to see. Anyone who loves competitive Call of Duty, I honestly think it's one of the best, non-athletic related sports. I guess, if that makes sense. It's one of the best video game competitions. I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. I actually have more respect. This is my second MLG event that I've watched. I watched Dallas, and that was when I just started getting into it, and I enjoyed it a lot. But watching Anaheim and actually watching them can make me completely change how I play. I've actually gotten like 5-6 times better. I mean, obviously no numerical value on my actual skill, but I'm just kind of guessing. But I got a lot better watching them play. I actually started doing the whole jump shot shooting thing you see a lot of players do, and yeah, I started using the adjustable stock, which I've never used before, but watching them use it, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? This probably is a good idea to use. But I want to give a shout out to every team that was in the tournament. You all did great. You all deserve to be there. Congrats to the top 3, Optic, Impact, and Complexity. You guys gave off a hell of a show. And yeah, well, my video's about to be ending here. Thank you guys for listening, and YouTube, I'll see you on the battlefield.